Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to another exciting episode of personal branding in the zone, in the marketing zone. Okay, so guys, today we are going to be touch basing on a very important topic, which is personal branding, but things that you should not be doing in personal branding. Okay, so guys, one of the reasons why I wanted to take this up as a topic is that personal branding is really vast, guys. Okay, so what happens is that because of so many elements and so many things that you have to do, you can get lost in certain aspects, guys. Okay, so what do I mean when I say you are getting lost, or you are getting you are losing your way out? Okay, so guys, what happens is in personal branding, when you start doing a personal branding, okay, so imagine that today you decide that I need a voice, I need to create a personal brand of my own. Okay, and you start from today. It will not happen overnight, guys. Okay, so it might be 3 months, might be 6 months, might be, you might even take a year, or some guys actually take a whole life, guys, to while creating a personal brand. Okay, which is also the reason why you will not find too many personal brands out there. Okay, that is good, guys, because you don't have a lot of competition then. Okay, and also, guys, it also helps when you are trying to build a proper way of personal branding. Okay, so guys, there is a way, there is a kind of blueprint which you can actually use to create a personal brand. Okay, and one biggest pitfall, guys, is actually ignoring people in the process. Okay, so guys, what happens is whenever you're creating a personal brand, you might be creating a big brand for yourself. Okay, but if you ignore people, imagine, guys, people's are the responses that they're giving is going to enhance your personal brand. It's not a negative, it's information which is coming to your personal brand, and as in what the person is looking for. Okay, but at this point of time, if you ignore them, okay, you might actually miss the whole concept of personal branding. Okay, and guys, always remember that you have to ask yourself the hard question: why are you thinking of personal branding, or why are you going this way? Okay, so guys, this is a very important concept and very important lecture, or session, you can say, on personal branding. And what happens is, you kind of miss the time. Okay, you miss the consistency. A lot of people I've seen who started off with personal branding, but they are not consistent, guys. Okay, and when you miss out on the consistency part, or you are not regular on branding yourself, or branding the same way. I've seen so many personal brands, guys, people who have started personal branding, and all of a sudden they spoke on political matters, or some matter which they shouldn't have. Okay, and they kind of messed it up. In the end, the brand became so diluted that it could probably fit into any category. Okay, guys, that kind of doesn't work. Okay, and a lot of these guys actually ended up posting a lot less. Okay, so imagine if I am doing a personal brand where I am involved only with videos. Okay, and if I say, instead of doing a 20 or a 15-minute video, I start doing a 5-minute or a 1-minute video, guys, that will dilute the whole concept of it. Just because I want to do it, I just do it for a minute or so. That doesn't help, guys. Okay, guys, it is like doing any business. Okay, imagine if you want to get into a business of any activity. Okay, you will actually notice that every time you are doing a business, you have to give a stipulated time even for the business, guys. Okay, the business to grow, the business to give you the benefit, and the business to actually give you the kind of money, okay, which you are looking for. Okay, guys, so this is how personal branding actually grows. Okay, and guys, what happens is, you a lot of people just do personal branding for getting more followers, for getting more people following them. They just want to be popular, but they forget that personal branding is so much more. Okay, so guys, it's not about followers, it's not just about people who like or who share your details. Okay, so guys, this personal branding is always to ensure that you give the value back. Okay, if you are missing on the value part, guys, believe me, you will kind of screw it up in the end. Okay, and guys, there are a lot of other aspects of personal branding where they actually like people, ignore influencers. Like if you ask me who are the influencers who actually are enforcing me to create a personal brand for myself, I will think of Seth Godin or Neil Patel. Guys, they are not my competitors. I'm probably no one to them. Okay. But I wish to create a personal brand just like they did. Why? Because guys, they have achieved a source of income in life, which I wish to achieve in my life. Okay. So guys, that is how you have to acknowledge your influencers. Acknowledge the people who have brought you to that point. Okay. It's not a competition, guys. It's not a race that you push the other guy out and you try to go ahead. And guys, you always have to understand that when you're doing personal branding, the first and the foremost important thing to look at is that you are doing it with a personal voice, guys. Okay. So you look at Seth Godin, he is like the Bap of marketing, but you will not see him talking a lot of other activities. Okay, Seth Godin just speaks about marketing and marketing alone. Neil Patel, he is the king of SEO, SEM, and other kinds of branches of marketing. Okay, he will not talk about a lot of other aspects. Okay, why? Because they know that they are the kings of certain area of expertise. Okay, and they will just hold that area, and they will not want. It's not that they don't know about the other areas, guys. Okay, but the kind of confidence, the kind of liberty which they have been given in that specific area is much higher, which is why they will consistently with ability say because this is the area where it has to be focused, and this is the area which has to be solving the problem. So guys, what happens is you have to find your niche. Okay, you have to find your niche, you have to find your voice, you have to find the problem area that you wish to resolve. Okay, so like if you actually talk about a lot of these guys, they have actually found their niche after they tried a lot of things. Okay, they didn't develop a brand by themselves just by like I'll start with this. No, it always starts with something, guys, and probably go half the way they might have realized, shit, I think this is my brand, this should be my brand image, or this should be what my brand value should be about. So guys, that is not a problem, but you have to start from somewhere. Okay, start from a point where you feel that going half the way you might realize your niche. Okay, but guys, start. A very important aspect of personal branding is to start and to be consistent with your acknowledgements and with your activities. Okay, once you start doing it consistently, guys, you will start to get into the groove, and you will start enjoying the activity, guys. Okay, see guys, personal branding is all about getting a personal business for yourself. Okay, and it is for you, so you have to enjoy it, because otherwise, guys, you will not be able to sustain it. Okay, and guys, there is going to be a lot of time, effort, and money which will be involved in actually building a personal brand. It does not happen over time, guys. It's not like today I have done about 10 posts and I'm done for the whole week. Nay, guys, sorry, that is not the way you do personal branding. Okay, you do personal branding where you are consistently getting up at 3:30 or 4 or 5 or even 6 in the morning. Okay, and you are writing a post and you are delivering a post every day at 8, 9 or 10, whatever time you are confident and happy with. Okay, but you are consistently doing it, because that is when your audience is going to come online and they're going to check for your post, guys. Okay, your post about what you are going to be talking about, guys. Okay, and guys, it's not also true that a brand cannot copy from others. Okay, but yes, guys, you should have your voice, you should have your value, and you should have your statement in the blog or whatever you have created. Okay, why? Because guys, you can find inspiration from anywhere, anyone can do that. Okay, probably even Seth Godin or Neil Patel also find their inspiration from some other person or from each other. Okay, but for all that we know that whenever Seth Godin writes it or whenever Neil Patel writes it, they ensure they add their value to the blog or their voice you can find all these qualities in their blog, guys. Okay, and one of the reasons you can find that is because though they have read it from somewhere, though they have kind of use that content or use that knowledge to and reproduce something else, but they have added their value, guys. Okay, and that value itself makes a lot of difference, guys. Okay, whenever you do that in that consistent mode and you achieve that kind of then you're also given the liberty by people, guys. Okay, so you have to understand that you to achieve that you'll have to actually start from somewhere. Okay, and you have to reach that point where your readers or your audience actually has a trust in you, that nahi boss, if he is writing, he writes with sense and he writes with some kind of belief or value or something is there, something which is his own. Okay, and guys, that is what makes your brand unique, that is what makes your brand talk, and that is what makes your brand click. Okay, so imagine today you ask me ki what makes your brand click. So guys, one of the reasons why I believe I can brand my own and I can believe that I am a personal I've been successful in personal branding is whenever there is a marketing kind of a doubt, whenever there is any kind of form of activity that people are getting into, they actually ask me, okay Krishna, so tell me something about how to do this. Okay, and they know they will get a sane very humble and in a way a very matured kind of answer from me. Okay, so I have kind of carved my way, my niche, by being humble and by kind of trying to help, guys. Okay, so I have always added my value by being humble and by being specific about what I want to tell about. Okay, I'm also the author of 30 books, guys. Okay, so I have carved my niche by being consistent, by ensuring that I have asked the right hard questions. Okay, and I actually waited a long time, guys. Okay, so guys, close to 15 years of experience is what I hold, and I can assure you that it took me a very long time to carve this kind of area of expertise. Okay, so every day, guys, I have toiled and I have toiled hard. Okay, and guys, today I can say assure you that you search for me on any Google platform with my name, you will be able to find it, and you will be able to find more than 50 backlinks to me. Okay, that is the kind of authority which I hold, guys. Okay, it's not something which is comparable to any of my influencers or even Seth Godin or Neil Patel, but guys, that is what I enjoy. Okay, whenever I look at them, I think that I should do something similar for myself. Okay, and I started doing it. Okay, I don't say that I've reached to the point where I've created a personal brand for myself, but yes, I have at least started, guys, and I have come a long way for this. Okay, so guys, you will have to carve something similar, you'll have to work for something similar, and you'll have to literally slog for something similar. Okay, so guys, hope you start building up your brand and hope you start getting where you want to be. Okay, so don't worry, guys, it's a long process, a lengthy process, but it's worth all the time, all the effort. Otherwise I wouldn't be taking this lecture before SEO or any other organic activity. Okay, I wish that you start, and you start today, which is why I'm putting this special lecture, so that this week we can speak about personal branding, what to do and what not to do, so that by the end of this week, when we actually end up on personal branding, we already have a brand or already have something to start with. Okay, and that something, guys, is what is going to be working in our favor, so that by the time we are done with proper SEO, proper you can say SEM and all other activities, we are no, we are actually propelling our own brand forward. Okay, we are not actually doing it for someone else who is just paying us to just get our bread and butter. We are creating a parallel session where we actually have our own brand also, which is there. yes, we might be working with someone else as well, but we are at least getting the value for our efforts. Okay, so guys, that was about personal branding today. Let's connect tomorrow again. Have a great day. Bye. See ya.